to what ACEND wants. Other than that, this looks pretty standard. There might be some disappointments here as we don't see a single Sova, but as probably a lot of you know, it is very possible to play Sky instead of Sova, as you use the bird for the same principle of gathering information. The GLHFs are called out. ACEND is starting on the attacking side. We can already see here that we have the interest. This is a pretty standard approach we see so far. We've commonly seen a lot of teams do this where the B side is not contested by anything else than a cipher tripwire. So this is the same thing we saw on ACEND last map, where you only put a alarm bot in the middle and use that for information. We'll see a pretty aggressive defense push here from Raze and Sky. Doesn't really do much. Getting orb control with an offensive smoke here. The spike is still down in T-spawn, moving back and forth, trying to look for an opener here as CNET is slowly pushing to middle. It seems like they're slowly realizing that there's no one actually holding B side. It's just being held by a tripwire. This should force in the rotations, and site is already being taken here. They're gonna plant and play from middle. Oh, that is a big pick by Gatch as Bone Cold was lurking there, but this is scary. Planting in this spot kind of forces them to play from middle. Now the scary thing is the double doors, as Mikey is pushing in here with his bird out, almost gets caught red-handed. CNET is trying to look for picks as well, as CNET gets 2 headshots and dashes into the cypher cage and is actually still alive. Keyless is helping him out as well. Jesus Christ, that happened quickly. You look away for 1 second and CNET just pops 2 dashes into the cipher cage. Definitely not an easy opponent to play against. Now we're gonna see 4 classics and a frenzy here. An extremely scrappy buy round. Tags, Bone Cold. They're playing it safe now, playing it slow. There's no reason to rush if you're ACEND here. You want to take map control, you want to take orb control. You don't want to pick too many close combat fights. You can see they have 3 people playing in Garage, which is quite common when you have low weapons. You want to try to pick the long range fights, but this is smart by ACEND. They know that they don't want to be up close against classics and so on. And once again, they're reading their opponent perfectly. Basically getting the site for free as Keyless is pushed, and they actually get a Spectre here. And there's the 4 versus 4 retake, but Cypher and Jet are extremely low. CNET, oh, this is a scary offhanger from CNET. Actually bought a Vandal on the 2nd round. Feeling crispy as usual. Yep. Bone Cold is also, it looks like they're playing for some exit frags here. Gets 1. Probably happy with that, as Cypher is gonna try to get some more guns taken out maybe here. Nice, okay. That is probably a lot more than they expected. Taking out 4 players on the enemy team kind of assures that they cannot play the bonus round that they wanted here. Ideally, ACEND would want to use their weapons from the previous round here to make sure that they can also buy even if they lose the next round, but since they lost 4 teammates, they have no choice but to buy up. And suddenly this is a pretty fair duel in terms of weapons. CNET is looking for something happening here along Bone Cold. Ports past the Cypher cage. Cone Cute looking for a little first blood here. camera's taken out. CNED is hungry. He's looking for that first pick here. He knows he's there and he takes it out. We've seen CNED do this so many times, but Bone Cold gets taken out by a raise as well. And we're down to a 4 versus 4, but once again, the C side is completely clear. Playing really well here now, Ascend, to constantly get a map for free. It is really difficult to get to be on the right map set here. As CNED needs to watch out because there are 4 people there waiting for him. That's not where you want to be. What is that crosshair? Mikey doesn't spot anything with the dog. Titus is trying to get a pick here with his Dragon Vandal, aka Charmeleon. Uses his satchel charge to get over, but Kodamenta runs him down, and they're funneled into just this tiny Sage Wall corner here as Kodamenta goes for the cheeky peek. But CNED, looking crispy as always with another headshot, keeps spraying into the smoke. How is he still alive? Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a reason why people are talking about CNED. Crispy aim, aggressive playstyle, beauty, grace, and aggression in harmony. Now, Edelweiss here, they need to figure out a way to not give them the site for free, and that is tricky, as Darkso already just finishes race off with a beautiful one-tap. Bone Cold sneaking into garage, maybe smells something, but once again, every time they are into the site for free, they just don't seem to be able to... Ooh. Oh, Bone Cold is just playing with them at this point. 3 headshots. Beautiful crosshair placements, not using more than 10 bullets to take out 3 targets. And once again, this... Oh, what in the world? Okay. I was not expecting that, but still. Those were some clean shots there, Mikey. Yeah, so here you see this round is very important. We have all the utility we can possibly have. We finally have a operator on the board for Edelweiss. The Jet here, Gach. He's probably going to try to be aggressive enough to hold a angle, and he's actually holding middle, which is a wise choice considering how much they've been trying to take middle control so far. Probably trying to force a peek here, but once again, it seems like Ascend are reading them so well. They just can't seem to make up their mind. So far, they've gotten the bomb site for free 4 rounds in a row. Let's see if they can do anything to avoid this happening. They're slowly moving towards A here. There is a Cypher camera there. Sneaking up towards A short here. Only race on A side. But they seem to be kind of catching the bait here as the smokes come out and the rush comes in. It's only Race here on the side and she's smoked off, and once again the site is pretty much given to them for free. Another Sage Wall comes up and the only thing they have to watch for here is Race, but she pops her ultimate. This can be huge, but she actually doesn't get anything with it. Tries to put a nade down here. Bone Cold with a cheeky ultimate out in CT spawn. Oh, but the timing is just perfect for Bone Cold as Mike is caught with a bird in his hands. Titus gets a beautiful one-tapper on CNED, and 1 raid boss is taken out. The Sky ult is going to slow down this push as Kodamenta takes out Cypher, and Keyless is resurrected again. Bone Cold still on the flank here. Cone is still here in the game. Keyless takes him out though. And once again, we will probably see a save here as Gatch does not want to lose his operator, but there's some bunny hopping going on, but beautifully shot here. They do have the economy to chase this, though. They don't want him to keep his operator. Now the question is, do they give the operator to CNED, or are they confident they don't need it? It seems like Ascend is gonna go with the more aggressive rifling style here. It is quite common that the Jet operator style is more used for defending because it's easier to use when holding an angle. Keyless with a classic anti-flank Cypher trip on C-Long, which is probably an identification that they're looking to play for B or A here. Not having to worry about anyone pushing C. Oh! Petit! Petit! What in the world? I can't pronounce your name, but boy, can you shoot! Two beautiful sheriff shots there as Cole needs to get the heck out of there. He tries to port away twice. Bone Cold almost catches him there. 12 HP left. No way he gets this. Two refrags are coming back in. This looked so good for them as Gatch also takes out Stark. So only 2 players remaining for Ascend here. 1 minute left on the clock. They still have plenty of time to plant the spike.
Last player standing.
And Mikey with the 3rd sheriff headshot this game. And a beautiful thrifty round here by Edelweiss. Finally putting a number here on the board. If they can keep this up,
oh, this is a nice spot.
This will be very interesting. Once again, we see the standard Cypher trips coming out. You had the B site. But this time they actually placed Jet on B side, so this could be a nice bait, because when the Cypher tripwire is placed on the opening of B site, that's a signal to the attacking team that no one is actually playing there. So having a Jet... Oh! Just as I said it, CNAD is already taking out Titus with the daggers. They have no respect from there right now, just running them down. This is a very fast-paced attack, as Volkol just takes out Mikey as well. CNAD is missing his daggers though, but he's got a team behind him, so it doesn't matter. This round is almost over after 15 seconds.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
And CNAD wins the peak duel once again. Oh! Okay. So far, this is a pretty one-sided match. I know most of you expected something like this, considering Ascend have shown some really good results earlier. Actually, even one... excuse me. Won the previous VCT. Gatch now on top of the box here, holding a very confident peak on C, but once again, they have 3 players on C side, but Ascend is working towards A. You have to...
got your trail.
I don't know how much they're reading into their opponents here, but it's an insane amount of times where the site is basically given to them for free. Another nice Sage Wall comes out, which means that they have to funnel them through the right side of the site here. Titus has an operator now. That's a tricky weapon to retake with. The dog comes in trying to get the info. They know that one player is under heaven. Still doesn't know about Omen. He might be unchecked here and have a nice off angle. Oh, this is big. If this flash timing is correct, but he gets taken out. But you can see here, this is what we talked about, the funnel. They're all coming from one angle, and Keyless and Starks are doing a beautiful job at just funneling them into one spot, using beautiful crosshair placement. They still don't, they're still not defusing. There's no time. There's no time. I almost saw them actually winning that round when you saw the 3 versus 5, but they just
Need a drop.
They just couldn't win their duels. That's a very a Sage wall that we've seen Heretics use a lot on Haven, where they run into site and they basically wall off one part of the site to force the retaking team to just come from one angle, which means that you can use crosshair placement and position yourself to basically take them out in a funnel. And now we see the first eco from Edelweiss. CNAD is looking for more Titus though. They'll be happy for that one. They're probably going to try to contest the Vandal here somehow. They want to try to get this weapon, but Ascend knows this. They don't want to give up a rifle to to a team that is playing in Rico. This is a best of 3, Hayden. Called a mental walls, but there is a two players lurking behind the wall here. They don't know this. Oh, this can be scary. Is this a fake? Oh, Mike is no longer. It is still a 4 versus 4, 45 seconds left, and it seems like they're actually choosing to rotate, moving towards A here. Now the question is, they seem to know that this is where the push is going to happen now. They're planting B and holding B is not easy, especially in this situation. They don't have a lot of time, so the plant just needs to come down here.
Spike planted.
Starkso plants the bomb. Titus once again smoked off in heaven. Not easy to do much here as Gatch is coming on the flank. And Bone Cold just cleans up the table with a 3K. Gatch is now alone in a 1 versus 3 situation unless the team gives him this. Bone Cold looking sharp as always with a 4K. Whoa, Team Liquid coming in with a 10 gifteronies. Thanks so much, Team Liquid. I love you very much. Now Gatch has his operator once again. So the thing here, guys, is that we have yet not seen a jet being pushed with the operator. What I mean by this is you can see this is the first time where the jet is holding C-long while they're actually pushing C-long, which is an ideal scenario with the operator. But the smoke is placed, so oh, you better get out of there. Keyless takes out Titus here, and once again the plant comes down, and it just seems like they're giving away the sites every time. They don't really know how to contest the bomb sites here. But of course, this is Haven. This is a 3 bomb site map. Now they do get the information where all the players are, so that's definitely going to help them to win this round. It's not easy to retake with an operator. Gatch is holding the angle, but the counter flash comes in. Keyless takes out his counterpart as well, but gets quickly refragged. Bone Cold and Coldamenta takes out their counterparts too, and just like that, it is 9-1 to the attacking team. ACEND looking strong as ever. Once again, Edelweiss here with a slightly scrappy buy. Not a situation you want to be in. I also like the... oh, we have a tactical pause here from Edelweiss. If you guys need to go pee or go get a drink, this is your time. In the meantime, we'll send it back to our analyst desk to talk about what just happened so far. This has been a pretty one-sided match, but we will send it back to the analyst desk for a quick recap while we wait for this tactical pause to finish. Take it away, Jonas. Thank you so much, Jonas. So far, this has been a pretty one-sided matchup. It is, of course, not easy to play against a team like ACEND. They have shown time and time again why they are one of the best teams in Europe, and it is not easy. So you can say that the advantage for Edelweiss is, of course, that there are so many matches they can watch. And this is so typical. When you're finally allowed to analyze the game, the break is over. Back to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Titus here, lurking on short, down in sewers. CNED once again pushing a long, trying to find a first pick. He's not scared. Looking for that peek. Ooh. Dashes away before he takes too much damage, but look at the aggression of this guy. He's so hungry for kills, but there are 4 people peeking him. And it's pretty clear they fell for the bait, but Keyless gets the greedy jet that had 5 HP left, spraying through the smoke. Was greedy to get the Vandal. They quickly re-aggress to C site here as the info came out that they were at least 3 players on A. This analyst Jonas sounds like the commentator. Yeah, he gets that a lot. Starkso with a beautiful peek. Kodamenta as well, being fearless here. Oh, but the Cypher tripwire. Oh, what a nightmare to be in. And Cypher is just left with a absolutely unthinkable situation.
Last round in the half.
10-1. Last round and a half. Jet once again. We actually have 7 ultimates on the board. This is the last round as well. You know, the last round always gets slightly more crazy because they know that they can't possibly save their ult for next round. Oh, a little dapper peek there. Oh, that flash comes out, but he gets body blocked. That is so unfortunate, but Mikey is there to retry him. Once again, they're playing 3 people on C-Long here, but will probably see a rest, but they know that they cannot give him this rest. They destroy the wall as quickly as possible. Gonna do their best here too, but he pushes, he keeps pushing. This can be huge. The refrags keep coming back and forth, and Titus is left in a 1 versus 2 situation. Not an easy task to have as Starkso smells the bait, takes him out, and just like that, 11-1.
Switching sides.
Seems like CNET is saving his wrist for a more difficult matchup. Bone Cold is having the time of his life here. They have 2 frenzies. Still sticking to that old North American frenzy monkey playstyle. Not a lot of respect in that, but it's sometimes you just gotta do what works. Playing 3 players here in sewers. Look at the aggression from the defending team here. Gatch is already into B side, and we're gonna see another. But what is this strategy? They just rushed through B and into C side behind him. This is totally unexpected from ACEND. And actually getting C side here, what a strat. Bone Cold with 30 HP, 22 actually left in a corner, but gets taken out by Gatch. Beautiful initiating here by Jet, and this is probably the best they've been looking for quite a while. Oh, but CNED, he wants revenge. 3 versus 3. Cypher camp to check the corner, beautifully done. No flashing. Like Starkso actually flashing there. If he gets, oh, you have to be careful. But CNED on the flank gets the double. There's no flash. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CNED show. That message was probably to all of those who said, "Oh my God, CNED is bottom fragging. What is happening in this game?"
Match point.
(12-1).
Yes, this should do.
They have to force up here. They lose this round. They give up the first map. Gatch once again. Taking the charge into B side. Oh, but CNED just says hello and dinks him right in the forehead, and he's no longer of human existence. Bone Cold waiting here backside. This is a really nice setup here for a anti-C push. Ooh, whiffs a few daggers there. Mr. CNED has 2 left. Oh, this is scary. Oh, this is scary. Oh, okay, but Mike gets the refrag. Nice. Cena has 1 dagger left. Oh, but the nice little P from the side there. Cena, though, not finished yet. Uses his last dagger. Ooh. Oh. Damn, boombots. Oh, why are you jumping? Okay, Starkso is coming in with the judge, jury, executioner. Is he gonna finish the map like this? With the judge. Oh my god. Oh my god, and he hits the stun. Are you kidding me? What a round.